Kathy Hilton was seen outside her Beverly Hills mansion this week. The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills star was dressed casually for a change. Often the socialite has on designer dresses, as she wore a floral blouse and blue jeans with kitten heels. The 62-year-old mother of Paris and Nikki Hilton also had on sunglasses with a light pink frame as she held a beverage. Kathy wore her blonde hair down over her shoulders as she had on light makeup. She was also carrying in her hand a can of Poppy prebiotic soda. Hilton has been shooting The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills in Beverly Hills with sister Kyle Richards this week. This comes after Hilton said watching This Is Paris put her into depression. The reality star only recently watched her daughter Paris Hilton's YouTube documentary after putting it off for months because she thought it would be too painful to hear about Paris' time at the controversial Provo Canyon school. And after finally watching the film, which premiered back in September, she admitted she felt depressed after hearing the alleged abuse Paris suffered while attending the school. She said, "It put me in such a depression. It was too much after watching just the clips and promos, because you could imagine me just finding out about the abuse. I'm not one of those people that's like, oh, this is about me, it's not about me." But yeah, it really was so devastating. For her to keep that in for 20 years, Kathy sat down to watch the documentary a few weeks ago with her 40-year-old daughter, after the Simple Life star told her how important it was to her. She added, "I said to her finally a few weeks ago, and then when I went to Washington with her, I said, I'm just not ready to watch it. So, when we got back, I did watch it, and we held hands. We held hands for an hour watching this thing, and just the energy that I was feeling from her and how relieved and happy that she was that I was watching." The Real Housewives star explained she had only sent Paris to the boarding school so that her daughter, who was 17 at the time, would stop sneaking off to clubs. She told Andy Cohen on his SiriusXM radio show, "A lot of people understood that we were trying to help our daughter. We were trying to save Paris. I'm not that strict, we were worried. She was living in New York. She was sneaking out and sometimes didn't come back home for 3 days, not going to school. So, we put her in this boarding school, in this one. Gotta keep her away from the city and all these predators and people that wanted her to model."